hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a one if you can hear me. I know last time I'm trying to test out this same kind of setup I had for that day. So let me know if you can hear me. And if you guys can hear me, well, welcome to another day in my office. Welcome to Serranos Live. We are live from Mesquite, Texas. Today we are working on a um, Mercedes SUV or sedan, whatever you guys want to call these. What up, Juice? I hope you're having a great day, bro. But let me know if you guys can hear me. We're working on this Mercedes. I've been with this client for, I think this is year 2 or 3, honestly. But this is actually the first time I'm actually detailing, doing an interior detail on her car. So this is the first time I actually get to detail her car. I've always done only the entry-level packages, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Some clients don't need their interiors done, even though sometimes we're like, bro, yeah, you really need an interior. But I'm gonna show you guys just some really quickly some tips, some tricks, maybe no tricks, but maybe some tips that I feel could probably help a lot of detailers. So let me know if you guys can hear me. One, yes, let's go. All right, awesome. All right, so today we're working on this Mercedes, which has this alcantara, right? We have leather as well. So in this video, I'm gonna show you a little bit on how I tend to clean these interiors. Obviously, make sure you wear some gloves. This one here just needs a lot of love and some attention. So whenever you're working on a Mercedes, a G-Wagon, Acuras, any vehicle that has like this type of scenario, this type of setup system. I don't even know if that sounds correct. Setup or system. But if you deal with this kind of vehicles, while I have you guys here, we're actually going to talk about this pump, this sprayer here. But sorry guys, I wasn't prepared. Let's start with, it has been maybe I don't remember when I bought these. We are now having leaking at the nozzle. So I don't know what it could be. I know I've dropped it a couple times, but anyways, what you'll need majority of the time, obviously handy dandy, a steamer. This is the Chief Steamer 100. You're gonna need different style of brushes. It doesn't matter what you use. This one I love, a tile brush. I tend to use it for all the cracks in the leather. Make sure you spread them out and get in there. There's always a lot of crumbs and stuff like that. You'll also need you can use a Scrub Ninja. This is the Scrub Me Daddy, Scrub Me Mo from Mo Nation. These are his scrub pads. I don't know if he sells these anymore. And obviously you will need an air tool. Today we're going to use the Rat Company's air tool, the small one, and you'll need product. In here I have Jimbo's Ultimate Cabin Cleaner. And I love to use this one because it's a great cleaner for, I use it for the leather. I'll use it for the alcantara as well. Agitate, and then it cleans it up really well. So my process is usually, I know the professionals tell you, never steam leather. That, to me, that don't make no sense. Leather steam, to me, opens up a little bit of the pores. Obviously, we're not putting the gun right to the leather, right? So you're going to steam your leather quite well, right? Just kind of get this leather, this juices here. Get this leather nice and juicy, juiced up. Spray your product all on the alcantara. Grab your Ninja Scrub and then just agitate with your Ninja Scrub. And as well, hit your alcantara as well. Yes, you can buy a dedicated alcantara cleaner. Dr. Beasley has one, which is really good, right? If you're one of those detailers that you literally want a product for every section, well, get you a good alcantara cleaner, and you're gonna be just fine. We're gonna go ahead and kind of open up these crevices on the seat to remove all that stuff, and then I like to steam again. All right, and now I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe it down, and you're gonna have a nice clean leather every time, right? Then you grab your air compressor. If there's any buildup within these pockets, these little air holes, right? Grab your air compressor or your air tool and just blow it off. All right, and we are good to go, right? And next up, let me get over there real quick to see if we got any comments. 13 people. Whoa. Carlos doing a Keith test. Never. I suck at testing. I'm not gonna lie, I suck at testing. Let me bring this camera in here a little bit. So, right in this section, there is a lot of grime. Hey, and some of you already started receiving the wheel cleaner. So, hey, shout out to Sweets for putting in that overtime and getting you guys those products. So right here, hopefully this doesn't fall off. Let's see. I think it will. All right, let me bring it over here. I'm trying to show you guys this little stained up area right here. All right, yeah, that should work. This little area right here where we have some light buildup, right? I'm gonna show you a little bit on how I deal with things like that. Your steamer is always gonna be your best friend, guys. So always, the process never changes. Steam your area. Start moving a lot of this staining. Some stuff in here. Let your steamer do the work. Steam your edges, steam your leather. If you use your steamer correctly, guys, majority of the time your steamer is going to do all the work. That way when you start extracting or anything like that, you're going to be just fine. All right. We're going to go ahead and agitate our seats, agitate our alcantara. Agitate the leather. We'll grab our tile brush, try to open up the crevices on this leather. Then we'll steam it again. And now we are going to wipe it. Same process every time. Wipe it down really good. And then any buildup that we might have, the air tool is going to take care of. And if you ever have buildup in here, kind of spread it out a little bit and it'll open up the pocket and you'll release a lot of the buildup that's in the holes. All right. And that is how we do it, very quickly, very efficiently. Look at that, nice, clean leather. Obviously right here, there it goes, perfect. Beautiful. All right, let's flip this camera around and bring you guys to this side over here. Same thing on the doors. When I'm working on the doors, Usually the area where they grab a lot is where I will always put attention a lot to. So all right here, all in this little area here where they grab, all of that, we will make sure and agitate. I like to move my seat forward. Obviously this one doesn't have any plastics on the side over here. So, but we're still gonna steam that to release any type of of like loose hair or anything like that. We're gonna go ahead and steam this back seat real quick. This one here does have a lot of makeup and a little bit of everything, right? We want to steam our seat to kind of open up the pores. Again, grab your cleaner, spray it on your pad if you want. You're gonna agitate. This cleaner, we kind of have it, I think 50-50, I don't know. I just be out here guesstimating. I always just want really like a lot of sutsiness. I want the soap or the product to do a lot of the work. So that's what we're doing. Once I finish this interior, I turn off the generator and then I switch over to battery with my battery power, where I will wash the car and all of that. Agitate the vents. Swipe this off. That looks way better. This backside here, I will condition so that if the kids step on the plastic, it's not gonna in my opinion, I believe when we condition, whether it could be the doors, the seats, it kind of helps from like scratching, if that makes sense. And it kind of helps, like, I feel like there'll be a little bit of slickness to where it just slides off. While I'm back here, I'm steaming all this here really quickly. Nothing crazy. Let the steam kind of get into the fabric. We're gonna blow it, and then we keep on going. High traffic areas. Yes, that's what I meant. High traffic areas. All the high traffic areas. Thank you, Juice. Appreciate you guys being here on short notice. Again, I'm trying to reach 1 million subscribers by the end of next month. So if you can, hit that subscribe button. I'm almost to 1 million subscribers. I got a couple hundred to go. Now we'll clean this backside, and then we'll go ahead and just wipe it off. These usually shouldn't be that bad. Usually what's worse is gonna be like your door panels. There we go. Next, we'll go to our doors. This client is a makeup artist, I believe. She does a lot of stuff with hair and all of that. No, not ears, not hair. Eyelashes. And if your cheap steamer starts leaking from the side, which is doing it right here, it's your O-ring. So today when I get home, we gotta make sure and put a new O-ring on this steamer. That way I don't burn myself anymore. I accidentally I put too much force on it one day and this sucker broke. So now it's leaking. All right. And Jimbo's cabin cleaner has done really well for me for the past couple months that I've used it. when I moved, I ended up emailing Jimbo, and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna be moving. If we can stop the subscribe and save, where you would get a gallon every month, and I started giving gallons away because I had so much. But I'll be back on that subscribe and save again, because no lie, I have really enjoyed this cleaner, and it smells amazing. It smells amazing. Ah, I'm out of water. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, I'm gonna fill up my steamer really quick. All right. And we're back in action. Do you put rinses in the steamer? No. No, I've thought about it, to be honest, but no, I have not. I've thought about it, but no, I have not. But no, I mean, I wouldn't. For me personally, not really. You guys already know how I feel about rinses. The only thing I use rinses for is cleaning the glass. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we're almost to the extraction phase. Let's pull the seat back, and then this client usually likes. She has her own these plastic thingies. So on average, well, not on average, but whenever I come, I have to do these mats. I gotta take all this plastic off, which in my opinion, I think I hate doing this, because let me show you why I don't agree with plastic. Like, I don't know why detailers do this, but here's why I don't agree with detailers that put this crap on here. Obviously the client wants it done, so I gotta do it. But let me show you why I dislike these things. It is so sticky. So sticky. Like, I get it. You are protecting your carpet. In reality, you're making more of a mess for the future. Literally. This is why I don't agree with the steering wheel condoms. I don't put covers on the seats. I don't put paper mats when I leave, because it's just, one, again, in my opinion, it's a waste of money. Customers usually grab those paper mats, throw them away. The steering wheel condoms, just waste of money too, in my opinion. I get it, presentation, and you gotta, no, in my opinion, that's a waste of money. Putting seat covers on there, like, no, it's stupid. But if you look at this mat, which I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. If you look, God, it's so sticky. But if you look at this mat, I don't know if you guys can see all the adhesive all over here. Like, the day that she trades this car, let's just say calls me to do this. Getting all this adhesive off of this is just, look at this. It's a mess. It's and I can't stress enough. I can't tell you how many people have like called me out and they're like, "Oh, you're cheap. You don't need to spend money." No, I love to spend money on things that is. It's like it makes sense. This having these things does not make sense. But anyways, let's continue with the driver's seat. Messes up the fabric. Yes, I'm telling you. You have it in your water tank, so technically you're 100% rinses. Oh, yeah, I never thought of it like that. Yeah, just get weather, bro. Exactly, just weather techs. Get weather techs, because obviously I do charge to do that, and she has her own role. So I guess in a week, she has her own role of that plastic stuff. I don't provide that, because I don't. It's just, it's dumb. It makes it. I think one time she wanted me to do the whole carpet. Like, nah. I was like, nah. I think it's just it's a waste of money, man. But there are detailers out there that they vouch for this stuff, and for me, I just don't like it. And I worked at the car wash, so if you've never worked at a car wash, you really don't know what clients do when they get their car detailed. They literally grab all those stuff and give it back to you. They're like, "Here, I don't need this." So that's kind of the reason why I don't do all that. Working from the car wash, I've seen a lot of things. Just added a little bit more water into the product. I didn't feel like going to the truck to refill, so. Where is my scrummy mode? Actually, I'm gonna get that. My generator's been tripping lately. It's been acting weird. Let me show you how I kind of have my setup too. I have my car parked. I have my truck parked over there on the side, and I have enough hose to do everything. I'll end up connecting to my extractor, and then I'll have enough hose to get the job done for the extraction phase. My gloves are so sticky now. This is what we're using. Jimbo's cabin cleaner. I don't know the guy personally. I was just introduced to his product by another detailer, and since then, for me, it's been a game changer. My press all started spraying funky too. Yeah, I don't know. This sucker's been like leaking, so I'll probably have to check it. But we're gonna go ahead and clean this passenger seat. Hit the alcantara really quick. Go ahead and wipe it. We're gonna blow it off. There's a little bit of leftover staining right here. So I just want the steam to do the work. I'm gonna just agitate a little bit. It's like makeup or something. And there we go. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Seat is definitely dirty. You go ahead and spray this product, get it nice and even. I'll go ahead and spray this kind of carpet liner as well. Hit this plastic right here, hit this. Now we're gonna scrub our seat really good, the alcantara as well, to release any staining they could have. Let your product do the work. Get all this makeup that's on the side of this seat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and steam it. That's why I like buying products that are like all in ones. Like you could do your leather, your plastic, your vinyl, anything in that matter. There's still a little bit of makeup right here. Bam. I'm gonna go ahead and just dry this up. I'm gonna blow it. An update on this sucker. I've had it a couple months too, and I've really enjoyed it. It hasn't gotten stuck like the previous models, and for that reason, I will recommend this sucker right here. We're gonna go ahead and just clean the dashboard. A little bit of buildup on the vent. You grab one of your brushes like this. Let me show you. Let me bring you guys to this side. You see some detailers placing those paper mats, plastics on the steering wheel shifter, causing more trash. When you move to the shifter, you see there. Yep. So now I'll go to the dashboard area. On these Mercedes, obviously they have this big screen. I tend to use a brush to kind of get in here at the bottom of the, under the screen there. It's kind of hard to get to, and that's where, let me go get this tool. They sell these kits. You can find them more in a lot of the, you can find these kits in a lot of the detail websites now, but you can make your own. You can go to a local Sally's beauty salon and make your own kit. Obviously this one is by Jay, I Detail Jay. He made his own thing, and his come with the tire valves. It comes with plastic razor blades. It comes with these lollipop looking things. It has these kind of foam thingies. It has these longer ones as well. But majority of the time I'll grab this lollipop looking one. You don't need to put no product on it. And then just kind of put it in here and just drag this across to get all the dust. And it does have a lot of dust. And that's kind of how I will use it. You can definitely blow it. It'll help. But this lollipop one didn't clean out as much as I thought. So that's where you grab a different one and see if it works, reducing or eliminating a lot of the dust that is under here. And obviously it's not going to be perfect, but hey, at least you remove majority of this dusting from there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let's build up. We're gonna go ahead and grab our towel, spray a little bit of product, onto the towel. And now I'm gonna clean this dashboard here. We've already hit the steering wheel, removed a lot of the grime that it had. When I condition the interior, this is the only thing I do not condition the dashboards for visual purposes. I don't want the client driving and this thing is glossy. Even though that's a conditioner I use, when I use it out of my paint gun, it sprays evenly but self dries, self levels. So I don't have to worry about the product being glossy. But again, Jimbo's actually has UV inhibitors on his stuff, so you can leave an interior just raw, or just as is, and it gives you a nice clean, to be honest, where you don't need to apply a conditioner. But conditioners, there's a love and hate relationship. The professionals say you don't condition. If you got an IDA certificate, well, you definitely don't condition. But for me, I love to condition the plastics, the leather as well. I know they say don't do it, but I just like the presentation wise. When it's a car like this, I tend to only condition like your door panels, make that look really good. Everything else kind of stays neutral. It's something I've been doing for the past couple months, just kind of testing out, seeing if I like it. And I'll be honest, I have really enjoyed doing it like that. So, to remove the shifter, we're going to come in. Yes. So when it comes to doors, I'll clean these really good. I'll condition the door, and then I will condition obviously this plastic here, and then I'll just leave the seat kind of neutral because I want the seats to look natural. But the doors I will condition, and trust me, when you open the doors, it just makes it look really, really nice. So we are to kind of like the ending phase of cleaning all our plastic, and then we're going to begin the extraction phase. Then we're going to steam really quick. This one here had a lot of sticky stuff on the door. All we're doing is just trying to loosen up a lot of the grime, the buildup, skin residue, anything like that. We'll spray our cleaner. And I know many are like, oh my gosh, you don't spray all that, you're gonna mess it up, man. So many detailers do this. And then you'll grab your, and yes, you're always cautious, obviously. You've done this so many times, you know where you can spray, where you can't spray. But we're gonna go ahead and agitate this handle back and forth, because a lot of skin buildup goes usually behind here. So you gotta make sure you get there. Get the sidewalls really good. Agitate. Grab your tire brush, and then just kind of get inside this door to eliminate a lot of this buildup. We'll go ahead and just steam it. Put a make it right here. Now we start releasing all the dirt with your steamer. You're gonna wipe it, and you're gonna have that nice, clean door every time. Of course, we gotta blow it. When we blow, all we're doing is releasing a lot of the moisture in the crevices. And now we're gonna blow it off. And again, you don't want to put this blower or the air compressor or the air tool right on here. It can create a lot of damage. Just have your air tool far, just enough to where it can reach, and you start seeing the moisture just kind of move. Usually where I will put full force, put the air tool in there is like in the pockets to really release a lot of the grime that could have been there. And that's the only area where you'll see me truly like putting the air compressor in there, is just to release a lot of the grime that was in the pockets. There you go. How do you like the new Mini? I actually like it. The original ones, they gave me a lot of issues. I was excited, and then this thing stopped spinning and everything. So I knocked it down to where like I didn't like it. Then this one, the Rack Company actually sent it for me to kind of play around with and test it. And a couple months later, I'm ready to tell you guys that this has actually been very solid. It hasn't messed up on me. So it gets used heavily. As you guys can see, the sucker has been getting dinged. So for that reason, I do recommend the Mini Air Tool. It has done really well. All right. This sucker is done. You get one last look. Make sure everything looks good on here. Whatever this is. There we go. All right. I'm gonna leave my microphone back here. You guys are gonna see a little bit on how I transition over to the steamer and just the extractor itself. All right. So I'm leaving the microphone here. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of I'm gonna get all set up right here so you guys can kind of see a little bit on how I do this. I won't need this, I won't need this, I won't need this, or this. Since I've already gone ahead and blown the carpet, I won't use my air compressor. So I'll move the air compressor out of the way so it's not in my way. If I'm leaving this, I will also take my that's what I want to do. All right. So how we have this system connected is we have mighty extractor over there connected to our chief steamer extraction nozzle, and then all we do is we're going to, this is why I love the mighty, because with the mighty you can, so many ways you can do this. First thing first, we kind of vacuumed up all the debris that has lifted from the carpet. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, you guys know that I love to do a pre-vacuum first. So for now, we're just going to the cleaning phase. All right. And then for the product choice, we're gonna go with this interior is really not that bad. So what I have in here is PNS mixed with their enzyme cleaner, the bomber and enzyme, and just going to agitate really quickly. Nothing crazy. Okay. Now that I've gone ahead and vacuumed the carpet, I now connected my vacuum hose to the chief steamer, and we are going to extract our carpet. Creating minimal moisture through the carpet. We're also going to wipe the carpet off once we finish extracting. I don't like to do all these fancy lines, and I used to, not no more. Started realizing a lot of clients don't like the line. I remember one detailer said only cheap detailers do lines. I was like, oh, okay. We're gonna go ahead and just wipe this off. I used to think like lines were cool and all of that, and then honestly I just grew out of it. So I'll give it one more vacuum. Anything that I lifted from the massaging with the towel, right? I'll just go ahead and just kind of blend it in. You can use your vacuum. You can also use a towel if you want, just to kind of massage the fibers, get a even, nice and even look on it. Very efficient. So all right, you guys, I kind of have kept you guys here very long, so hey, have a great Tuesday, guys. Thank you for watching. It's a little bit of my process as always. God bless you. I'm gonna catch you guys next time.